South Florida, this is Headliners, only on CBS News Miami.
Hi there and welcome to Headliners. I'm Lauren Pastrana. It was a wet week across much of South Florida with heavy rains pummeling streets, leaving homes flooded, and even stranding some drivers. CBS News Miami's Jacqueline Quinn is in the River Oaks neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale with the no-name November storm's impact left behind.
The rains may have left Thursday morning, but all that rainfall stuck around.
Me, I'm a delivery driver, so I don't know where it's going to lead me, what part I'm going to go into. Like last night I was doing this and it was just getting ridiculous. I'm driving and it's going lower and lower, and it's kind of scary. It's really scary.
Residents in Broward County had to figure out how to navigate what looked like endless bodies of water.
It's difficult because, there is no sidewalk, so I had to get myself right in the middle of this river, and I guess I'm gonna have to get wet. In
Edgewood, residents were nervous it would be another repeat of April's flooding.
How nervous were you?
You just have so much anxiety now because of what happened in April. And we're still living in the RV. And so you just see the water coming down, it's anxiety.
Lost power yesterday at 10 a.m. So from the time that we were trying to deal with the power outages and watching the rain, it started creeping up slowly and slowly, and I was getting awful nervous.
And because it took a while for some of the water to go down, driving was a risk.
I was trying to get my girlfriend to the airport on time, and we made a bad decision. We went down the wrong road, and the car got flooded and stalled out.
So what's your plan now?
My plan is I'm going to have to buy a new car. That's my plan. I'm really, really upset, and my girlfriend missed her flight.
So this area is a problem area. It's actually going under improvements right now, but for a lot of the folks here in this neighborhood, as you're seeing some of that water still stick around, they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. For now in River Oaks, I'm Jacqueline Quinn, CBS News, Miami.
The FBI's top 10 most wanted list now has a new name on it. The Miami FBI field office has announced a notorious gang leader in Haiti is the newest addition to the dangerous list. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten has the story from the FBI's Miramar headquarters.
I believe that he is a menace to the island, and he is clearly a menace to the American citizens that he has tormented.
FBI Miami Special Agent in Charge, Jeffrey Veltri, is talking about Vitalome Innocent. He's one of just 532 people in history to make it onto the FBI's top 10 most wanted list.
There is a $2 million reward for information leading to his arrest and/or conviction, and is a marked increase over the reward offered for most of the fugitives on this list.
The FBI said Vitalome is believed to be involved in the 2021 kidnapping of 16 American missionaries in Haiti for ransom, including 5 children, one just 8 months old. They escaped after 61 days.
Let me be clear. The FBI's resolve to bring Vitalome to justice for his alleged crimes will not waver. The full might of the FBI is behind this effort. Our memory is long, our capabilities are immense, and we will not relent.
The FBI believes Vitalome is the head of a violent gang that commits heinous crimes. He's also accused of playing a role in kidnapping 2 other Americans in 2022, leaving one dead.
Being added to the FBI's 10 most wanted list does not bode well for Vitalome. Since its inception in 1950, 494 of the 532 individuals on the list have been captured.
FBI Violent Crime Chief James Krieger followed up, saying nearly 93% of those on the list have been caught, and tips from the public have played a big role.
As a direct result of citizen cooperation, 163 of the members of this list have been apprehended.
Again, that reward is $2 million. If you have any information, you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI, or you can submit an online tip at tips.fbi.gov. In Miramar, Ted Scouten, CBS News, Miami.
Senator Marco Rubio, who is Cuban-American, causing an uproar in South Florida. Rubio was questioning the Secretary of Homeland Security about Cuban asylum policies. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor joins us from Miami International Airport with reaction.
Some Cubans do agree with Senator Marco Rubio. Now, the key is the word refugee. An immigration attorney tells us that there is a big difference when it comes to Cubans.
You come from Cuba, you are presumed to be for fleeing political persecution. So you automatically are eligible for refugee cash. You're eligible for food stamps.
Senator Marco Rubio has ignited a debate.
Within a year, depending if you're paroled, you can apply for a green card. And then you can travel back to Cuba as often as you want. Some people go back to Cuba for 3 months at a time. They've been here a year.
I agree to an extent with him, said Alexis Acosta, who arrived Monday night from Havana. He has lived in the U.S. for 26 years. He went to visit his octogenarian parents in Cuba.
Cubans are not refugees.
Willie Allen is a Cuban-American immigration attorney in South Florida. He told us some migrants, including Cubans, get aid in the state of Florida because of an act approved in the 1980s.
Every Cuban and every Haitian that has been paroled into the United States could receive in Florida food stamps, welfare, and some cash assistance.
Allen said the issue brings into focus the Cuban Adjustment Act, which provides an expedited route for Cuban citizens to request permanent residence in the U.S. after 1 year and 1 month, as addressed by Senator Rubio.
If you came as a Cuban, asked for asylum, withdrew the asylum, and became a resident through the Cuban Adjustment Act, you have no restrictions to travel back to Cuba.
Now, in order to be covered by the Cuban Adjustment Act, the person has to enter the U.S. legally. Those who do it through rafts or the southern border do not qualify for the benefit. I do think if they are fleeing repression from Cuba, they should not go back at all, said Yusdrivia Rodriguez, waiting for a loved one coming from Havana at Miami's International Airport. Now, we did reach out to the office of Senator Marco Rubio. We still have not heard back from him. At Miami International Airport, I'm Ivan Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
When we come back, Miami-Dade is offering free rides through the new year, but not everyone's on board with the move.
From South Florida, this is Headliners, only on CBS News Miami.
Welcome back. I'm Lauren Pastrana. A major shift from Miami-Dade's public transit system. The county kicked off a free fare service as part of its Better Bus network. New routes are also part of the initiative, but it doesn't come without some controversy. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein explains.
As of today, there are free fares on the Metro Rail, Metro Mover, as well as on county buses, now all in an effort to make riders aware of the new routes. Welcome news for passengers, some just finding out as they hopped on board.
You don't have to pay for the bus until the end of the year.
What?
Keith Davis rides the bus in Miami-Dade County often and says he's thrilled to save some money over the next 6 weeks.
Bus costs a lot of money, especially if you're catching 2 or 3 buses a day. $225 going, $225 coming back.
The free fares all part of an effort to revamp bus routes in the county in the hopes of making them more efficient and driving more people to ride.
More reliable, more frequent, takes our riders to the places that they want to go. So let's ride.
The changes include renumbering 36 routes, changing the schedules for 26 others, and discontinuing 33 bus routes altogether.
With this redesign, they're going to find improved travel time and increased frequency.
The county is shifting resources to make this happen, from low ridership routes to more popular ones. But for some riders, it means losing their direct route.
I need a bus, please. I need bus, please. Not take the bus.
Their solution to us was that we should take a trolley and 2 buses to get to Mount Sinai to work.
Despite some frustration, county leaders say they believe the new system will help the 180,000 who ride every day.
This will be a boost for our buses, but also our economy. More people getting to more jobs.
The free fares to offer everyone a chance to adjust to the new schedules.
It is good news. One doesn't have to pay, and that was very nice and generous of the Transit Authority.
So again, these free fares run through the end of the year. Now, I did ask if come January 1st, those fares will go up in price. I was told there are no plans to do that. Now, if you do have questions about your route and the changes, you can head to our website, cbsmiami.com. We have everything there for you to plan that trip. In downtown Miami, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Now, CBS News Investigations digs deeper into decisions made during emergencies, how alerts are sent out, and who makes the call to do so. Since 1980, 81 severe disasters have caused nearly $383 billion in damage. So how do officials keep residents safe in times of crisis? CBS News Miami's Joe Gorcho asked local emergency managers.
In Miami-Dade, the mayor is the ultimate decision maker when emergency alerts get issued. In Broward, multiple officials and agencies work together to help make that call. And we learned both offices rely on local, state, and national experts. Once the call goes through, the emergency management teams ensure the residents get the message.
I feel very confident that when it comes to emergency alerting, we can get the message out.
Miami-Dade Emergency Management Director Pete Gomez credits technology to helping get alerts out quickly and to specific areas.
We can actually geofence a location. For example, if we got a chlorine leak, let's say at the Port of Miami, we know which way the wind is blowing, and we can notify everybody in those areas either to evacuate or protect in place.
Alerting by phone, cable TV, local news stations, radio, and social media. And if the situation calls for it,
we will actually go around and drive with police and fire on their microphones and get the messaging out.
Miami-Dade's mayor has the ultimate authority to issue alerts. When it comes to common issues like flooding, Gomez's team helps inform those decisions by monitoring prone areas like Miami Beach, by assessing weather radar, traffic patterns, and hospital status. An evacuation call like those seen when a hurricane threatens requires planning beyond readying shelters and managing traffic flow.
You hear it all the time. People don't evacuate for whatever reason, right?
An issue Gomez believes happened during Ian.
They feel safe in their homes. They don't trust government. They didn't think that this event was going to be as bad as it was.
Dade and Broward's emergency management team are participating in an evacuation FEMA study to understand better what Gomez calls a complex problem.
Psychology of how and when and why people don't evacuate.
Bend it into something that's shaped for our communities so that we can increase the accuracy of our messages and we can increase, hopefully, the impact of the messages.
Besides technology, community outreach, and in-person alerts, one section of Miami-Dade uses sirens, Turkey Point, where the nuclear plant is. The map they provided shows 49 sirens in a 10-mile radius of the plant. And both teams constantly train for any situation when it's time to alert and respond.
We do hurricane drills or evacuation drills or disaster drills regularly, whether it's an active shooter, a terrorism event, a leak at Turkey Point, or hurricanes that are coming our way.
Making sure that we're staying up to speed on what the threats are in the environment, both natural and man-made. Whenever we get the opportunity, we pressure test those plans by putting them into action, even on small events.
Gomez says Miami-Dade's emergency management department is working on a new app where people can directly communicate with his team and provide information, videos, and pictures of a developing situation in real time. Of course, if it's an emergency requiring immediate assistance, Gomez says, call 911. And Broward County is planning on expanding its community outreach to school children to help them understand the importance of hurricane preparedness, along with listening to public safety officials. Joe Gorcho, CBS News Miami.
When we come back, see how one organization is helping former inmates get settled back into society and making Miami proud in the process.
From South Florida, this is Headliners, only on CBS News Miami.
Welcome back. I'm Lauren Pastrana. A unique partnership between Only in Dade and Miami-Dade College. OID has more than 1 million followers on Instagram, but its community-driven arm has done a lot to enhance the South Florida community. CBS News Miami's Lisa Petrillo has details on the announcement that shows how much mentoring matters.
Some days are great days and others are Only in Dade days.
A groundbreaking internship program and partnership announced Monday at Miami-Dade College between the school and Only in Dade, the homegrown online Instagram account with more than 1.3 million followers.
When you think about Miami-Dade College as the community's college and Only in Dade is connected to our community, it made sense that this would provide an opportunity for our students not only to engage in our community, but also to have internship opportunities with Only Dade.
Only in Dade has quickly become the online resource for locals, visitors, and viewers all over the world. The content includes everything from a semi-truck being wrecked due to careless driving to a man with shaved abs and a pig service animal. It also includes trending topics, news, and has become the go-to hub for local events and happenings. Shanut Anaut, director of Only in Dade operations, says the internship program will incorporate students into every department of their operation.
So not only in the media, but also on the business development side, marketing side, apparel side.
Content as well?
Content as well. How can I forget? The most important thing, content is the biggest part of what we're doing.
The afternoon brought in some star power as well, as Miami's own Emilio Estefan, a Miami-Dade college grad himself, announced his partnership with the program.
My big thing is going to be doing live telecasts. We're going to create something like Saturday Night Live, live from Ocean Drive, live from Hialeah, you know something, because we have a unique situation that makes us very proud.
Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava admitted she's a fan of OID.
We get our news from Only in Dade, don't we? A lot of local news. And what is it, citizen journalism?
Kenneth Benacourt is the school's first intern in the program. What are you learning?
I'm learning not just the background, I'm not only learning the captivation of content, but also the digital analytics that it takes underneath to create the impact.
The internship is up and running. All students need to do is apply. Much exciting things ahead for Miami-Dade College and Only in Dade. I'm Lisa Petrillo, CBS News, Miami.
And now to a very special Miami Proud. See how one organization is devoted to helping former inmates get settled back into society. I got the chance to see the great work they're doing right here in South Florida.
The team at the Miami Foundation is celebrating Give Miami Day with music, balloons, and hopefully lots of money for local nonprofits.
Come on! Give Miami Day is the most important day of generosity in Miami all year round. It's very expensive to throw a fundraiser, and we have over 1,000 nonprofit organizations who need resources at the end of the year to set themselves up for another successful year doing the important work they do.
For Giovanni Cyrus, the work is simple but powerful.
Brand new socks, toothbrush, and here's a dress shirt.
Cyrus is the founder and executive director of Opelika-based Reentry One, an organization that assists people returning home from incarceration.
We provide our program participants with clothing, food, hygiene products, access to free health care for an entire year, communication devices so they can stay connected to their family members and their supervising officers if need be, and we also assist them with employment.
It means a lot. It's very helpful. They actually been there with me through my little journey, so I appreciate it. Helped me get a job, helped me with stuff like this, got me this place to stay, so I'm actually very appreciative.
For Cyrus, the mission is personal.
I served 17 years in the Florida prison system, following drug trafficking charges, and I just want to give back to the community. While I was incarcerated a couple of years ago, because I was just released from incarceration about 3 years ago, and while I was inside of the system, I realized that a lot of guys who were coming in and out of the system had the same story. And that story is that there was a lack of resources out in the community.
Cyrus says he knows his earlier mistakes impacted the community as a whole, and that's why he's using his second chance to give back, a perfect fit for Give Miami Day.
We want to live in a community where people are engaged and care about each other and give back. And I love this institution because it's all about helping people find the things they care about in community and building a sense of shared responsibility and ownership for the future of Miami.
The funds that we raise through Give Miami Day is what supports our cause. Without it, I don't think we'll be able to last much longer. Stay out of trouble.
Of course, God bless.
God bless you too.
Cyrus says without those donations, much of the help he provides comes right out of his own pocket. Last week, Give Miami Day 2023 raised more than $34 million for roughly 1,200 organizations. Thanks for joining us this half hour on Headliners. As always, keep it right here to CBS News Miami for up-to-the-minute breaking news and weather 24 hours a day. Make it a great one.